Alright, so what is up everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to install macOS Mojave on your unsupported Mac, or just to install macOS Mojave. So first what you're going to want to do is Google search the macOS Mojave patcher, and it will be the DOS Dude 1 macOS Mojave patcher. Once you get to it, this is what it will look like. So what you're going to want to do is just go down, make sure that your system is supported, which most, and even like the X serves, I've found that even older ones that aren't listed on here sometimes even work. But then what you want to do is just go ahead and download a copy of the tool. So go here and hit, what I normally do, I just do the direct download, and then you'll just want to wait for it to download. And I do apologize for the kind of shaky camera. I actually don't have my camera stand right now, which is unfortunate, so yeah, but just wait for it to download, then I will show you the next steps. Alright, so now that the download is finished, you're just going to want to go ahead and open it up. Now, I always, just to be safe, skip that and that, because sometimes it will try to kind of do some weird stuff and kick you out of it. Now, you're going to want to right click on this and hit open. You don't just want to double click or it won't open. I'm pretty sure the reason is it basically skips past the verification process, or part of the verification process I should say, when you just click open. If you double click, it will not open, it will just give you an error. So it will come up with a message here in a little bit saying that, are you sure you want to open this file? And you're just going to want to confirm that and say yes. So let's just wait a couple seconds here. And that might have been a mistake to hit the X. Let's try to reopen this again. Alright, so here's the message that you'll want to see. And what you want to do is just, and make sure you don't click the X like I did when it said verifying, but just go ahead and open this up, and then it should open up the macOS Mojave patcher. Now it will take a couple seconds, so you will have to be patient, but it will open. Now that the patcher has opened up here, what you're going to want to do, or what I'm doing in my case, is creating a bootable USB flash drive, and that's what I would recommend doing. So I got a 16 gigabyte PNY, this USB 2.0, and you do want to be 16 gigabytes at the least. You could maybe get by with 8 gigabytes, maybe, but at least minimum of 16 is what I would recommend. And we'll want to go ahead and erase this, and just make sure that it is macOS extended journaled. Now, if this was Catalina, which I'll be doing a tutorial on that, then you would want an APFS, but this is not Catalina. So just go ahead and erase that, and wait for it to mount. And it should format it. And now, what you're going to want to do is go back to your patcher once that's done, and just wait for it to show up here. You might have to refresh it several times, but it should show up. So just keep refreshing this, and there it is. So click on your USB flash drive. Now, if you don't already have a copy of macOS Mojave downloaded, just make sure you clicked on the patcher, go up here, click on Tools, and hit Download macOS Mojave. So this, and then select a save location, and it will start the download. So after the download is complete, I will show you the next steps. Alright, so now that is finished downloading, in my case it took a couple hours just because my internet is not that great, but for some of you it could take even longer, so just be patient. Now, I'm creating a bootable USB installer, so just click yes, and okay. Then just make sure that your USB is selected here. Then just click start operation. And make sure that before you do this, there's nothing on there that you need or is important, because this will destroy all data on it. And that's, of course, when you formatted it, when I showed you that, that also destroys all data. So then just type in your password. And after this is done, I will show you the next step. Alright, so this is just complete successfully, and this will take quite some time. In my case, mine took over 45 minutes, so just be patient with this. So now what you're going to want to do once it's complete successfully, and if it doesn't complete successfully, I'd recommend getting a different USB drive. So just close this. Now what you're going to want to do is, if you're installing it on this, then just go ahead and shut it down. And after it shuts down, I will show you the next steps. Alright, so now that it's shut down, just press the power button to turn it back down and hold down on the option key. Unless you are using a Windows keyboard with this, then the Alt key, ALT. So, it sometimes does want to still boot into the operating system they have on the hard drive. So, you may have to shut it down and hit the Alt key several times, but it will come up with the option to boot into that. Alright, so here we go. So this is the drive that contains macOS Mojave. So just go over to that one and boot into it. Select enter, and it will boot into that. And after it boots into that, I will show you how to install macOS Mojave successfully. Alright, so it just booted into the installer. So now what you're going to want to do, or at least in my case, is I'm just going to format a hard drive. It is an external hard drive that I've plugged in here. So just open up Disk Utilities, and it should come up here. It might take a little while. And there is my external hard drive. And just to verify, there's my internal, there's external, so just go ahead and format it, macOS extended journaled, and erase. Again, I do apologize for kind of the shaky camera, but unfortunately I could not find my stand. I will make sure I get that in the next video. So just wait for it to erase. Now close this out, this. Now what you're going to want to do is just hit continue, agree, select the one, which it is macOS, continue, and it will install it on that, and just wait for this to complete, then I will show you how to actually patch it, and so we'll boot into it. Alright, so it has successfully installed macOS Mojave. Now, what you're going to want to do is boot back into the installer. So as soon as it's done installing, it will try to boot into the partition it just created macOS Mojave on. However, you don't want to do that. you're going to want to boot back into your USB installer, or you'll just keep getting error. So once you're back into that, just click on macOS post install. Now select whatever you installed on. In my case, the partition was macOS, so select that and select your model. In my case, it is a Mac Mini 3,1. So just scroll down here and hit patch. So it will apply all the necessary patches so it will actually boot from it, and it also patches things such as audio and video cards. Even if it does boot without patching, you still want to make sure to do patches, because you'll experience random crashes if you don't. So after this is done, just select reboot, and it should reboot into the volume you just installed macOS Mojave on. If it doesn't, just of course hold down the option key and you can just select that, and you might have to, sometimes I have had to do the patcher. I've had to patch a volume several times for it to work, and in very rare cases just select all the patches, and I'll show you the next steps after it successfully boots up. Alright, so it has booted up into the macOS installer successfully. So there's how to install macOS Mojave. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then leave a like and consider subscribing. And also, if you have any questions about this tutorial, just leave a comment and let me know. See you guys next time.